Hello traders, and welcome to Trading the Trend. I am Dennis, and this is my weekend report for week ending October 14th. And right now we are looking at the S&P 500, and we are at our second down week in a row. And I was watching this white line here as being major support, and we did go below it. We actually undercut this low over here, which was not a good sign, but we did come back at the end of the week. We're just right on, or maybe just tiny bit below that white line. So you know, this is time for the market to decide what it's going to do. I mean, this is either going to be the low, or this is just a setup for what the low is going to be. October is normally a month that markets will hit a bottom, so we're looking to see just where that bottom is going to be. Have we hit it yet, or is it going to go lower? Now, other areas of the market, we'll look at some commodities. While the market is heading down, oil is trying to push higher, and we'll look at oil. Here we are, 4 up weeks in a row for oil, and there it is again. It is stuck at some major resistance at $51. We got above it during the week, but then pulled back, and you can see that 51 area has been tough to get above. So let's see if we can get a push above it in this coming week, and that should, if we can get a weekly close above 51, then maybe 51 will start to show some support. Now, on the metals, gold, of course, had a horrible week a couple weeks ago, and then this past week it was down, but it's kind of trying to find a bottom right now. So maybe we found the low here for this down move. We'll have to wait and see. Silver, same situation, just a small red candle this week. My gold miners, you know, it's all the same. You know, the metals are trying to hold their own right here, so we'll have to see if they can. Now, moving on to currencies, we'll first look at my strong week rankings. Not a whole lot has changed. We did see weakness in the euro from the week before. The CAD has found some new life, but as far as the Aussie and US dollar both remain strong, with the New Zealand and pound remaining weak. Those are the two extremes. Now, looking at some actual currency pairs, we'll start with the Euro US dollar weekly chart, and we had a pretty good down week with the dollar remaining strong and the euro weakening. This looks pretty bad as far as short term. We could see this thing maybe head for the bottom of this sideways channel we've been in. Right now, price is extended, so maybe we get a little bit of a pullback before we head lower. If you look at this on the daily, you can see we were at the 200-day moving average, and we've left that behind now. So this thing looks like it could go lower. We're now below all our moving averages. So on any pullback, I'd be looking to short this one. We might finally have a decent play in this pair. If you look at the Aussie US dollar, these are two strong currencies, so as you would expect, they're not a whole lot is happening here. So it's pretty much a guess as to which way this moves from here. So not a good play right now in the Aussie US dollar. Looking at US dollar yen, pretty good up week, 3 up weeks in a row. If you look at this on the daily, we're at a real critical point here. You know, we've had, 3 days in a row you've had a little upper shadow right at the point of this old high. So maybe it's having some problem getting any higher here, and this could be the point where it turns around and heads lower. I mean, we're in a long-term downtrend for this, and this could just be a pause before that downtrend begins again. And if we look at the US dollar CAD, let's get back to the weekly charts first. US CAD. Now this one had a down candle for the week, And I've been watching this one because it's just been slowly, gradually rising after a big down move. And if you look at this on the daily, I've actually put a Fibonacci on here, and this retracement higher, we've hit the 38.2 retracement level right down to the pip, and then then you can see it hits it and then heads lower, and we're back below the 200. We're trying to hold the 34, which is the same as the 200 on the 4-hour. If we can break below that, we're already below the 1-hour 200 moving average. Then this should open up for a move lower, and as you can see, you have that flag pattern, flagpole with a big long flag here. So maybe this is finally the move lower, but we'll just have to see. We'll make the 200 moving average our line in the sand. As long as we can stay below it, I would be short. If we get above it, you may want to cut your losses. Last one to look at, maybe the Euro Aussie. This one also we're looking at on the daily. It had a pretty big down candle on Friday. It broke through some major support here at 145. If you look at it on the weekly, you can see we broke through the 200 week moving average. That's an important level because you'd have to go all the way back here to June of 2013, the last time we crossed this 200 week moving average. This moving average doesn't get crossed very often, and it can remain on one side or the other for years, and so this could be the beginning of a long-term move below that 200 week moving average. We'll have to watch. Anyway, that's what I have for you for this week. Hopefully everyone had a great weekend. No hurricanes this week, so I'll catch you all later.